Hey everyone, this is Frugal Panda here. Let's do a review of the camouflage 2-bike hitch e-bike rack with a ramp by Young. I received this in the mail. It came pretty fast. It's a camouflage edition. This is you can utilize this with step-over e-bikes, and that's what I have. As you know, I have an electric XP 3.0, and I have a Rad Power Rad Rover Plus, I believe it is. And so I've been debating buying one of these for some time, and it's like, you know what, let's check it out. I'll leave a discount code a links in the description for this actual ramp. But here's one of the things: I'm not getting any younger. I'm pushing 50 years old. Yeah, can I lift these e-bikes and all that stuff? Sure, yeah, I can. It's no problem still. But one of these days, I could possibly throw my back out. You don't have to be 50 years old to throw your back out. And let's be honest, my electric XP 3.0 long range weighs about 80 pounds. So folding it up, and it's awkward to fold, you risk the chance of injuries. Not only that, I scratched one of my cars once putting an e-bike in my car, so that was really irritating as well. Oh, let me mention this with this e-bike carrier. Everything's is sped up in this video, and you don't want to see me in regular time. If you're going to put this e-bike together with me, you can slow it down or pause it where you need to. I read the instructions. It probably took me a total of an hour, and that's also because I made a mistake when I was putting it together. And this mistake wasn't a major mistake at that. It was just I had to flip something around. It always happens to me. I think I got everything together right, and I don't. Anyway, it took me like 5-10 minutes extra to figure out, oh, it's wrong. Anyway, this has a 200-pound load capacity. My electric XP is around 70-some pounds, 78, I believe, and the Rad Rover Plus is probably around 80 pounds or so too as well, which is a non-folding bike. The good thing about it, it's 200-pound capacity, so these both come underneath the capacity of around 40-50 pounds or so, I would guess, around 40 pounds, 30 to 40 pounds. But also with like the Rad Rover, the battery's on top, and the batteries add 8 to 10 pounds. The Rad Rover, simply you just pull the battery out and put it in your car, which I'd recommend if it was cold out. Now, what you're not going to see me do in this video, you're going to see me assemble it, put it on the truck, and everything like that. I'm going to have two videos, and the next video, another video I do as soon as the weather is better. Believe it or not, this is in November. I'm actually putting this together outside. It's like 60-some degrees in Colorado. The temperature by the time I got this video together has dropped significantly, and I didn't get a chance to go camping. But I will be going camping, and I will have this attached to it the next time I go, whether it's cold camping or not. Because I can easily put my bike. I'm not going to take the electric XP. I'm actually going to take the Rad Rover, which is my wife's bike, which I actually really like that bike too, but I never take it with me because it's not a folding bike. And I have to fold things to put in my vehicles when I'm on road trips. But I don't now because I have a carrier. The biggest thing, one of the most important parts, as we were talking about injuring our backs, picking up these folding bikes and picking up these heavy e-bikes and stuff like that. Also, it has a 1-year warranty. Is you don't have to do it with this one. This one comes with a ramp, so it has its own ramp that you can put both the bikes on, and then it attaches right to the the e-bike carrier itself. And also, since it has it's very adjustable. So it has a adjustable arm bar. So these adjustable arm bars go back and forth. So because with step-over bikes, they don't have the bar goes across where you can easily secure stuff to, but the adjustable bars, as you will say when I'm putting the bikes on the actual carrier, they attach to the seat post, and it was relatively easy. And I'm talking, I used 2 different brands of bikes, 2 different styles of bikes at that, and I had no issue with it. Now, getting back to what I'm saying, this is going to be part 1, me putting it together. I've driven around with it. I actually kept it on the back of my truck and only took it off yesterday because snow is coming here. and I thought it looked really cool, especially with the color of my the truck I put it on, which is an Avalanche. It would also fit on my Infiniti, which and our Kia Sorento, no problem. It fits on a 2-inch hitch, which is what most vehicles in America have. It's lightweight but heavy duty. It's on the sturdy side, so when you're picking it up, it feels sturdy. It doesn't feel like a piece of plastic you can just toss somewhere. Anyway, so as you can see, I'm putting together, it also came with lights. I'll look at the lights. I have not attached them, and I may not attach them, because here's the issue with the lights for me. I don't need them. I have big vehicles, so the lights don't do anything for me, but just add more wiring and stuff on mine. Now, for smaller vehicles, Subarus, just a smaller vehicle who needs it, I would highly recommend you use them. I may still put them on, or at least just check them out, but I have big vehicles. My big old truck, it doesn't cover anything on the back of it like that. Anyway, so we're putting it together. The two parts where actually your tires and everything will sit. You see how they're sitting? I needed to flip one of them the other way, where the tires go. The tire will drop down into those. So one of them needed to be turned the opposite way of the other, and I would figure it out later. It's no big deal. You'll see me flip one of them around. It was nothing, not a big deal. So anyway, it's very this thing is very sturdy after I got it put together and everything like that. But anyway, I want to go through it. So before we even talk about it, we're going to talk about it while I'm putting it together. I got a camouflage edition because I just like the color of it. I just like the camouflage edition. I think it looks really good with my truck on the as well as also, so that I didn't show in the video, I don't believe, the tailgate. To get inside a tailgate on a truck, it's real simple. It's one pin you pull out. And it's a secure pin too, but you pull out the one pin and it folds down, and you can fully open up your tailgate. And I'm testing on a Chevy Avalanche, and there was no problems. So getting back to why I took it off. I took it off for right now because I'm waiting till I go camping, because I started thinking about it. Yeah, it's sturdy and all that stuff, but why should I leave it out in the elements and I'm not using it? I have a whole garage. I can understand if you don't and stuff like that, but I do have a whole garage. So I don't want it just, getting torn up. I haven't even got to, take it on my trips. So anyway, what I was saying, on my next trip, I'm going to take the Rad Rover 6 with me instead of my electric XP. I like it has the 26-inch fat tires. Also, I like you can just pull the battery right off the top of it. And that's one of the reasons when you're doing winter camping or colder weather camping, is I can pull the battery off of it and put it in my vehicle with me. And you say, why would you do that? I have an EV, an electric, a Nissan Aria, which is an EV. It has a heater that protects the battery. If it's, say, 40 degrees, 50 degrees outside and sunny in Colorado, but when you're on the highway and you're going 75, 80, it's probably more like 15, 20 degrees. If you ride motorcycles, you understand it as well. So all that cold air is hitting that battery, and it's not good for the battery in the long term. It also kills your range and all that good stuff. So the simple thing, because the battery sits right on the top in the Rad Rover 6, I can pull it off and put it in there. Also, it reduces the weight. So it goes from 70s to high 60s pounds, excuse me. So that's why I'm going to take it with me on my next trip. I'm not taking an electric XP, not because it doesn't fit on here, because it fits awesome on here too. It's that it's harder to get the battery out of it. And in cold weather, I want to take the batteries out. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want them to travel with them sitting in there getting cold. So anyway, that's one of the reasons I'm taking it. Also, I want to see if I can live, and I know the answer to this now, if I can live with a non-folding e-bike. Because there's some cool non-folding e-bikes. And if I'm going to have a big bike, I'd much rather that big bike be a non-folding. And look, I like the electric XP, but there's a ton of other e-bikes around. I would take an electric XP in the light version because it's lighter. But if they're the same weight, why would I keep the electric XP when I can get other bikes? So that's what I'm testing. As you can see right here, I just flipped them around. So I believe this is where I was figuring out, oh, I made a mistake. I need to turn it around. Not a big deal. Took me 5 minutes maybe. So anyway, that's the thing. So I want to really ride her. I'm going to take her bike and ride it. I kind of wanted it. That was actually so the truth be told, the Rad Power Rad Rover was supposed to be my bike. But I decided when I bought it, you know what? She always gets the hand-me-down bikes. Let me get her a bike. That's her own. So this is her bike. I'm just taking it on it, and that will guarantee to tell me can I deal with a non-folding bike? And if that's the case, then we're going to start looking for a non-folding bike that I kind of want a different style. Doesn't mean I don't have any more electric XPs in the future, but we're not even there yet. We're going to test it. As I said, this is November. It's 60 some degrees out here when I'm doing this. So this was a surprise to be able to do this on this day. Also power tools. That's what I used. I used, a rechargeable wrench, ratchet, and sockets and stuff like that. Everything you need, it tells you what you need, and that was all I needed. So you can see the color of my Chevrolet Avalanche vehicle. This is what we're going to attach it to. It's 2 inches. I also sprayed within the receiver just to make it easier, also to prevent rust on the inside of my receiver. I'm not worried really about rust on the actual e-bike carrier. It's aluminum. If you know aluminum, you know. So anyway, we're putting it in. It didn't take long. At first, I had some of the bolts turned around. Then I figured it out. I was like, oh, it's easy. And what you won't see, so you'll see the ramp and everything, and the ramp goes into that hitch at the end, which was pretty cool to have it right there. And also you could take a strap, and there may have been a strap in here for it, but you can also put a strap on it if you hear any rattling or anything like that. And that's what I did. I just took a little Velcro strap and wrapped it around it. You don't see it in the video, so I attached it to that, and there was like no rattling. This was because there's a guy in my neighborhood who has, I don't know if it's a carrier, it's something he has on the back, and it rattles, and I keep thinking that when he drives by it's like his shocks or something, like you may need to change your shocks. No, he just got a rattly receiver and stuff. So anyway, the bolt and pin that goes in that attaches it to the actual to your receiver, your 2-inch receiver, it's very secure and it holds it very tight, so it doesn't move too much either. So that was a plus for me as well. So I did like it. I am highly impressed by this. Once I saw the ramp, I said, oh, this is going to be a good day. You don't see it in the video, but one thing I will recommend is take your time putting your bike on there. The first time I was so happy, I pushed it up there super fast and my back tire came off. It was not the ramp's fault. It was me being too excited and not taking my time. Just so happy I had something where I didn't have to fold this awkward bike up and pick it up and slide it into the actual in the back of the truck. That's what usually would happen. And guess what it also does to my bikes? It as you can see there, I am putting on the arm bar. Or the arm bar, the arm attachment. I think that's really cool right there, putting that on there and how it adjusts back and forth to help keep it secure. I really like that arm support, and it attaches right to the chair. To your seat. You can see where it attaches to your tires and everything. And this video I'm making, I haven't ran through this 5 times. I'm literally putting this bike on for the very first time in the video. So this is not like, I'm done this 1,000 times. And as you can see, I have folding fat tires. One's a 20-inch, 3-inch fat tire e-bike. That's the electric XP. The Rad Power e-bike, Rad Rover, has a much larger 26 with a much wider tire. And they said the ultra wide wheel can support up to 5 inches in width tires in these. So those are some fat tires. Okay, as we're saying, we're putting them on. Now I'm putting the big boy on, which I think they weigh about the same, if I remember right. I'm putting it on right now. Also, make sure you got your kickstands up and everything like that. I think I did have to take it back down because I left the kickstand up when I was putting it up there. I can't remember. Look where your pedals are at too as well. But you see how easy it is to get them up there. My back don't hurt. I haven't done anything, hurt my neck or anything like that. So I'm really excited that I'm like, wow, I can't wait to take these out. And then it started getting really cold after these couple of days. So I was kind of bummed. Also, and you can see I'm putting it on there. It holds both of these so securely. One thing I will take off, I'm going to get her a cloth. More of a material like basket. I thought it was cool to have the metal basket. I realized most of the time it just gets in the way. Oh, before I forget, one of the most important things I really like this outside of the ramp is now I don't have to fold my bikes up or try and slide them in my vehicles. If I look at my bikes, a lot of them, my personal bikes, they're all scratched up on the sides, or they got a piece of paint missing because you put them up in there. You slide them here, you slide them there, it touches something metal or scratches something on the inside of your car. No more of that. So I'm excited for it. That ramp, oh my gosh, guys, it makes it so much easier. I don't care if you're 20, I don't care if you're 30, I don't care if you're 70. This makes it where you can load your favorite e-bikes on your vehicle and roll out. Also, so what I would do, because I'm going to be doing winter camping more, so it's going to be colder. I will, besides also putting on securing it with a lock, I'll have a cover over it. So what I like to do is put a cover over it. So I have an e-bike cover that I will put over my bikes to protect them from the elements, but also locks to secure them even more. And I'll have two locks. I have a cheap lock and I have more of a heavy duty. And one of them you're going to always see on the back. So if anybody wants to mess with my e-bikes, it's going to be a lot of work. So, and I'm always around half the time. But as you can see, we're attaching everything. It's looking good. I'm enjoying it. Now I pulled the ramp off from where it attaches. Let's put it down. Let's take off the e-bikes. And let me say this, as I think I said already, I'm really excited for this. I really like this. I've been wanting to get a regular e-bike, non-folding one for a long time. But one of the main things is I need to be able to store it and everything like that, in my vehicle. So I needed a folding one. So doing this, I'm like, I might have to get a bike like my wife's. And then I won't have to get a second battery again. Also, because I've ridden hers, and hers is really comfortable, guys. I like mine too, but, hers is kind of cool. Anyway, we're taking it off. As you can see, these are two different bikes. You can see this one has a bag on the back too. So, yeah, that's, it's got attachments on it, so I didn't take anything off of it, anything like that. I'll take that off. I pulled off the little, I don't know what you call them. They connect to the seat to keep it secure when you have a step-through bike. So I automatically take those all the way off, and I put them away. I'm not going to leave them on the bar. Maybe you could. They wouldn't come off, but why leave them out in the elements? They're heavy-duty plastic, but there's no reason to leave them in elements and help them get corroded and messed up and everything like that. When simple thing is put them in your trunk or put them wherever. So I recommend this for trucks. I recommend it for big SUVs. Anyone with a 2-inch receiver, I recommend this for, and be able to take your bikes with you. I mean, look at this. I'm putting it back together right here, as you can see. Once you do that, and I guess I did show you that it can fold down. There you go. I did show you guys. So that was pretty cool to be able to do that. And I'm gonna set it up and lock it down. And then when it's up with the ramp and everything, you may not see in this video, I'll take the straps on the bike closest to the ramp where it attaches. I'll wrap them around that as well, just to keep it secure as well. But it has its own pin that goes in there as well. So we're locking in place. That's how you fold it back and forth. And I'm really excited. I think it looks good. I think it works well. They make it in not just camouflage, it's in black as well. I know that for a fact. I'm going to leave some discount codes in it. This is a game changer. As you can see, it's moving around right now. But what happened was there's another pin that goes into the 2-inch carrier. And what I found with it is I had reversed them, and the other one is way more secure. So you can't just pull it off. It like screws in and has a bolt on the end, so it's harder to take out, and it secures it where it's tight. Anyway, I dig this, guys. Everyone, go check out the Young e-bike, 2-bike e-bike carrier in black or camouflage. I'll leave links. Thanks for watching. This is Frugal Panda. And check out my next video with me car camping or truck camping with this actual carrier and an e-bike. Have a good day, everyone. Frugal Panda out.